Morning everyone, this is Martin from FU Fishing and More. This intro is actually for the video that I done yesterday, the clips that I took yesterday. I didn't do an intro because we've had shocking weather here lately, and we've had a fair bit of rain out of some storms and that, and I really wasn't sure what the fish were going to be like, whether there's going to be even anything there. Mate went out the day before and there was a heap of fresh, he reckons, and he didn't do real good at all. But as it turns out, it's good that I did take the camera because it turned out quite a successful morning. Also, just like to say, it was nice to meet a couple of followers down on the Abbey Bank, doing the same as what I'm doing, just checking it out to see what it was going to fish like. I thank you all for watching these videos. The comments and the number of views and that's been really encouraging, and I'll keep doing them because I enjoy doing them, as long as you want to keep seeing them. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you, when I put a new video up, you'll get notified. But if you have any questions or anything like that, just drop us a comment in the comment section and I'll answer them if I can. Doing a long walk again today and try and get right up the top end today to see if they're flathead and that are still up there. And we'll see how we go, whether the body holds up. Beautiful morning, no wind, and the boat ramps are all packed again, being weekend with a good forecast. Talked about chances of showers this afternoon, but at the moment you couldn't wish for better. Low tide's about 12 o'clock, and see how we go. Just a little hint with the albies. While you're walking up to where you want to go fishing, if you run out about a cast of line and take your hooks and sinker and swivel and everything off, and just run that long line along behind you as you walk, it'll take all those side cast twists out that you get with a side cast reel. It's probably one of the only drawbacks of a side cast in my book is a twist, but that's easy overcome, like I said, by either tying it behind the boat without anything rigging on it, or just walk behind it. I normally take mine down the park and run them out, walk them around the park with the grass and that, and it just runs all those twists to the end, and you just re-rig and you're away. Certainly relaxing up here. I think I can see two blokes out on the sandbank and a boat in the distance. When you compare it, I went down and got fuel at the servo this morning, traffic everywhere, and there was even a fatality on the Bribey Road this morning. It was closed for about 4 hours apparently, misfortunately. The mate was coming up here with me this morning, but because of the fatality, had the road blocked, and they reckon it was going to be 4 hours before it opened, so he didn't make it, which is misfortunate. What I have noticed walking up here this morning is all the whiting divots, like these little divots in the ground. That's where whiting have been up here on the high tide feeding, and there seems to be more today than when I was up here last time. Let's hope the fish are in a biting mood. I'll try this section just in here on the way up, because I have caught good fish out of there in the past. A bit of movement over on there. They come in off these banks here from the high tide, and they fall back into here. But it may be mullet, I don't know, but there's a fair bit of movement out there at the moment. Well, worth a couple of casts before we go further up. Fish for the morning, third cast. They're here in this shallow water, not big fish. but legal. A patch of them so you can see them. They're only in about 6 inches of water at the most. It's a good sign. They should be further up when that tide turns. We should get some good stuff with a bit of luck. It's good to see they're back down here. They haven't been here for quite a while. Not in this little section just here. It's been too cold, the water. The water's quite warm this morning. The minute it lands, they're on it. Little bloke. Nice flathead on here by the fields of it. Yep. He doesn't want to come near the bank either. Nice flathead. Nice flathead. You always find one in this mouth of this gutter here. Next cast, a nice whiting. Followed that all the way in and took it just about right at my feet. With flathead too, this time of the year, I find if you get one, cast back in the same spot a few times, because sometimes you get a female there in the middle and then you get a whole heap of smaller males hanging around her. I've done that before. There's another whiting bite by the feels of it. A bit timid, the water's pretty dirty after all that rain. A couple more and I'll be happy. No, just took the bait that time. Took the head off, it was a whiting. That's what I mean by about getting the tail back. Sometimes they'll feel that weight of the sinker, they won't come back for the tail. Got him the second round. He got that first bait off, but he come back for the second one, which was his undoing. They're not monstrous whiting, nice average ones, but sometimes I find they're the best eating too. You get those real big ones, they're not as good as the smaller ones like that. That's just a good eating size. Same as always, yabbies for bait, wide gap mustard number 4, hook, 6 pound leader, 6 pound main line, swivel, running sinker, smallest you can get away with.
keep getting a lot of comments on the type of hook I use. People, they're a mustard number 4. You can find them on Toomey. And identical copy, bend, shape, everything, size, and they work just as good and for a fraction of the price actually. And I've been using them, and I can't tell the difference between them and the mustard wide gap one, number 4s. So either way, whichever you can get a hold of. But as far as catching fish, I reckon you'll, for every bite you get, or 3 bites you get, you'll convert more on the wide gap hooks to an actual fish in your bag than what you will with the ordinary hooks. That's just my opinion. Everyone to his own choice. Using fish bait, cut baits and that, because cut bait seems to bunch up down on the bend of the wide gap. But when it comes to yabbies, I reckon they're out on their own. That was one for the books. Bloody went in, I had this thing biting all the way in, wouldn't take it. And then when it got into the shallow water there, I could see just the tail of the yabby left on the hook, and this flathead come up and tried to grab it, so I just dropped it back in a foot of water, and he grabbed it. Nice little flathead too. Nice little flathead, good pan size. I've got to retie my hook on again because he actually got it down far enough. He bit it off, and once I got him up on the bank. But, I don't mind tying a hook on if he keep catching like that. That was one of the best takes I've seen for a while. He actually took it right on the surface as I was about to lift it out of the water. But he missed it, so I dropped it back down, and he nailed it. Must have been just the tiniest little bit of yabby left, because I couldn't see any when he followed it up. Very next cast, a little whiting. No, it's not, it's a little bream. Well, I thought so by the way he bit actually. That little real sharp little bites. You can tell the difference where a whiting is more solid in their bite. But a nice flathead, if he doesn't bite me off. Bigger than the last one actually. This one so far. See what I mean about keep throwing them in the same spot? All these have come out of the same spot. There's obviously a big female there. These would be all males. There's a big female sitting there, I'd say. You'll find big, when I used to dive, scuba dive and that, you'd see them, you'd see the big female in the middle, and then the males all sit around the outside of her, waiting for their chance. Typical, I suppose, eh? Another one. Definitely got to be a big female sitting out there. Oh, hang on. This is a bloody nice whiting. It's not a flathead. Bit like a flathead, fought like a flathead. Nice whiting. Anything after this, the bonus, I've got one. I'm surely got a nice feed. It'll stay here a little bit longer. long walk up here, so might as well make the best of it while I'm here. And it was nice to meet a couple of the followers down on the sandbank digging yabbies. It's always good to put a name to a face and say hello. Little fella. You can go and say hello to his mum. A good fish. I'd say a whiting, by the way it's playing up. Certainly is, and nice quality one at that. Well worth the walk up here this morning, that's for sure. I thought it might have been too much fresh in the water. It's pretty dirty, but obviously it's only on the top, because we had a fair bit of rain, or the top end of the passage did out of it. Mate was up the top end there a bit further the other day, yesterday, and he couldn't find them. A nice whiting. Little patch of them just sitting up there in shallow, real shallow. Down about 6 inches of water. Saw the ripples behind me. Well worth the walk up here, that's for sure. I don't know whether I'll agree with that tonight. Wouldn't mind tying one more flathead before that tide gets too much of a run in it. Might go up and try my other old spot. That bloke was up there. I'd like to go and try further up, but the old saying, don't leave fish to find fish. Not the quality of these whiting at the moment here. No complaints. Why would you want to ship while you're catching whiting like that? a real good fish. I don't know whether it's a flathead or a big whiting. He's certainly got some fight in him. Another flathead. Nice little flathead. I'm going to try and fix the strap on me bag now. It broke. This is why those square pots should be banned. The entrances are too big for them. Turtles can get in them, and that's what happens. It's a shame. I don't know why they haven't stopped those round pots those square ones like that ages ago, because they've got big funnels all the way across. Turtles get in them, and that's the end of them. Another whiting by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, not a bad one. Nice little whiting. Pain in the bum with the strap breaking on the bag, but we've got a temporary MacGyver job done on it, so it should hold up, I hope. Long walk home carrying it by hand without the strap on it. I knew it was getting worn. It's my own stupid fault for not fixing it the other day when I knew it was buggered. Another whiting. Little fella. Another flathead on here. Oh, did have, till he just let go. Nice whiting, got him that time. Now 3 goes to get this past. Beautiful morning. Glasshouse Mountains in the background. Good feed of fish. What more could you want? Just sitting there. He's been laying there. He's hit the bait about 3 times. He come unstuck that time, though. He's not big, but he's... There you go. Hand size. Bloody whiting right up flashing in the shallows here. If I don't get out of here soon, I'm going to get a wet bum getting out. That works. There's off another flathead here. I'll walk him up here to the beach. There's a bit of weed just there, and I thought I'll try one on the edge of the weed. He's right on the edge of the weed. Bad little lizard. good little fella, leading along like a puppy dog. Just a little small patch of the weed like that. I'm making tide at this. Only you'd have to be in about a foot of water. Put a bait across them because 9 times out of 10 you'll find a flathead laying in them. But not this time. There was one in that last one back there. Just a little hint, using alvies. Leave your sinker hang down near the water and just rest the rod in the across your arm there like that, and have the hook in the other hand to bait up. That way the sinker doesn't get caught all around, you don't get knotted up all the time. The weight of the sinker keeps the twist, any twist in your line, keeps them pulled out, and you won't have any trouble. That's pretty well me for the day. I'm going to start walking back now. I've got a nice feed of fish here. I've bagged out on flathead, and probably got about 8 or 9, 10 whitings. I haven't counted them yet, but yeah, beautiful morning, good feed. Nice to meet a couple of blokes that have off the channel, that's watched the channel, and I thank you all for watching. And if you like these videos, like and subscribe. It just helps the channel out and gives me a bit of enthusiasm to keep doing them. See you all on the next one.